Hi, this is Faith. Hi, fashionistas. This is Faith, and welcome back to my channel. You again have reached Fashion and Fitness Done Right. That's WRIGH today. GHT. Today, I welcome you back to the channel, and remember, today is Thankful Thursday. So remember, we take time out and we meditate and we think on something wonderful. Whether I always ask you to think on the little things, but if it's a great big thing, you can be thankful for it also. But we always think on something on Thursday that we can truly be thankful about. Right now, today I'm not going to be before you long, because today we're doing a review of a food prep plan that I have been using for the last few months. And the food prep plan that I have been using is this one over my right shoulder, the Factor food plan, the Factor 75 food plan. And so we're going to quickly, I'm going to show you what I've been doing, and we're going to actually talk about the pros of it and the cons of it in a moment. And so I'm going to stop this video now, and we're going to go into the kitchen, and we're going to talk a little further in regard to Factor 75, okay? And I'm going to give you my honest opinion about it. All right, you stand fast. Hi. Okay, guys, we're in the kitchen now, and we're going to show you how the box arrives. It's usually delivered by FedEx, and it arrives in the food arrives in the box, excuse me. And so it normally comes in this big sustainable box. I believe all of it is sustainable. And normally I do, because I was first trying it out, I only did the four meal plan. And so it would come, I hope you can see all this. It would come like this. It would come with an ice pack. Remember, the food is not frozen. It's freshly prepared meals. So it would not be frozen, and it comes with the pack. I'm just going to move this over here. All right. And I have already eaten one, so I only have 3 in here. I'm sorry. And so it would come in these freshly packs, and each one has been broken down and how it's prepared and what it is. So it says it's a grass-fed. Okay, first, this meal is a green chili enchilada bowl, right? And so it says it's grass-fed, pasture-raised, antibiotic, hormone-free, no refined sugars, preservative-free, gluten-free, no GMOs. Okay, and so that particular meal would be done this way. I think, and by the way, I want to say that it's still early morning. I usually like to do my videos early morning, and because I want to show you how really tasty these meals are, I'm actually going to heat one of them up and eat it. All right, so that you can really see how delicious they are. And again, I forgot to make mention that there's another ice pack underneath the bottom. These have pretty much thawed out, because I have taken these and put them in the fridge already. And but this is how it comes. All right, and they come to the door. They come directly to the door. Okay, and so now I'm going to take one. So the other one is a keto poblano bowl, and this is a queso fundido. Lord have mercy. My Latino family is going to have my head. I can't pronounce this. A queso fundido. That means it's cheese. Okay, so I won't do that early this morning. Maybe I'll do the green chili enchilada bowl. I think when I looked at it, that was the one I had out, and it looked kind of good to me. Yeah, that looks like keto. Yeah, I think I'll do this one here. So what it is that we have to do with the meal prep is that you have to just punch holes. You slide the lid, or slit the lid off, because you can't microwave this. And then you would punch holes in the plastic top, not letting, not pulling it off. Just punch some holes in it so that it can be done. So I'm going to reach behind you right now, because my knife's over this way. Okay, and we're going to just punch. Okay, I think that's enough. Getting a little carried away, aren't I? All right, and my microwave is up on top of my fridge because we're still in this small apartment in the city, which I absolutely love. Okay, and we're going to heat it, microwave it for 2 minutes, and then you're supposed to let it rest afterward, and then we'll taste it. Okay, so we're going to do a taste test after this. All right, so you hold on. I'm going to put it in the microwave right now for 2 minutes. Okay, and I'm waiting. The bell just went off. I'm waiting. So after it microwaves for the 2 minutes, you're supposed to actually let it rest for maybe another 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to reach up and get, I don't never know how hot it's going to be. Excuse my back for a minute, guys. I'm stepping out of frame just so I can get the food. Oh, that smells amazing. Now I'm supposed to let it set for another minute or two. So I'm going to just let it set here. All right. And remember, we're having the enchilada. We're having the green enchilada chili bowl. Green chili enchilada bowl. And so it gives you a breakdown of all the different calories and the preparation. Okay. And so, excuse me, I'm going back to the microwave for a minute. And this is it. And so we're going to wait a few moments. I'm going to taste test it right in this kitchen, in my taste testy kitchen. With you on, looking on. Excuse me, one more minute. I'm stepping out of frame because my silverware is over to the left. This is not normal practice for me to sit and dine in the kitchen, but we're going to talk about that in a moment after we do all this also. I'm going to share some things that I have coming down the pike with you that I'm really excited about. And no, I'm not going to be radio today because we don't have the time. Okay, and so I'm opening off the lid, pulling off the plastic. Whoa, that's really hot. You saw that steam? Oh, well, I guess you couldn't see the steam escape. But that was really, it's a lot of steam in here coming out of the plastic. And, ooh, that's really hot. That is really hot. Be careful, Faith. That's really hot. This is hot. Okay, I'm going to reach over and put it in. Yeah. And so, oh, okay. So I see the poblanos. They're actually behind. Let me let you see. Can you see that? Guys, that's really smelling delicious. I can't fib to you about this. It's really smelling great. All right. So I have some poblanos behind it. And I'm sure they got stirred around, you know, and I'm sure it's got shambled all around during transport. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking a little of the flavoring of the sauce and I'm putting it over top of the chicken just to make it a little appetizing. Remember I told you, you know, most of the time when we eat, and you think about this, we eat with our eyes first before we ever put anything in our mouths. We always eat with our eyes first. Because if it doesn't look good, how many of you know you're not going to eat it, right? Yeah. And so I'm going to take a taste of the chicken. I'm going to cut it. Lord, please don't let this be hot. Nothing worse than getting your mouth burnt with hot food, and that sits with you. I don't have a napkin. And that sits with you forever. Once you get burnt, that's it. Okay? Alrighty. Here we go. Yeah, I know you were wondering why I wouldn't say anything while I had my mouth filled with food. But anybody that knows me and knows that my dining etiquette course knows that I would not do that. And so I have to say to you that the chicken was moist. I have to say to you that it was absolutely tasty. It was nice and plump and juicy. It really was. This is delicious. The poblano, I took a piece of that as well. And the sauce in here, it was absolutely delicious. And I'm just going to take Okay, it's exactly what I thought it was. It's keto. It's cauliflower rice, but it's absolutely delicious. All right. It's early morning, and I'm gonna be honest, I really don't want to eat this now because it's so early, but I did want to taste it before you and let you know that it is absolutely delicious. So, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put this sleeve on it for now. That's saying something for real. I'm going to put the sleeve on it for now. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to eat the rest of it at lunchtime because it's still early morning. I do my videos very early in the morning. And so now we're just going to have a sit down, the two of us, and we're going to have a discussion. I'm going to give you the pros and the cons about Factor 75, okay? Again, it really is delicious. The taste is delicious. Even you didn't see me even reach for my little salt and pepper shakers that I keep, for meal. I didn't even reach for them because it really didn't need it, okay? So stand fast. I'm coming to you for the last time. We're going to review it now. Thank you. All right, we're back and we're sitting down and we're going to have some time to talk now. We're going to do the pros and the cons of Factor 75. And honestly, you know me, I always take my notes, so I'm going to be looking down from time to time. Remember that I said to you that anything that I try, I don't just jump out and dive in and just spend all my money. So I started the plan doing the 4 meals a day. And my 4 meals a day was a $60 value. But I had a discount of $25, which my first order was for $35. And I had the pesto meal, I had an artichoke meal, I had a quesos meal, and I had a spicy turkey meal. And I didn't make mention that I also tried this plan because I wanted to focus on the keto. You know, I was trying to get myself back into the keto eating. And so I ordered the keto meal plan. Please know that they also can create a gluten-free meal plan for you or a paleo meal plan for you. Each meal is freshly cooked daily, and they have full proportions. They fully proportioned for each plate each time that you eat. They are prepared and balanced. They are prepared and balanced meals by a dietitian. So you have someone who is actually a dietitian that's actually preparing these meals. And what you can do that I learned is that you can literally call them and get information of what it is that you actually want and speak with the dietitian, and they could actually help you to help you make your selection, to make a better, healthier selection on whichever diet you're actually using. If you're using the keto plan, you like to eat keto like myself, or you like gluten-free, or you like the paleo. Okay, so I did a breakdown of the meals and my cost in the beginning. What I learned from this, now my pros are that it's a tasty meal. It's really satisfying, and believe it or not, it was very filling. It might not look like it was, but it really was filling. And I've learned that when you eat keto, a lot of times the fat will fill you, so you're not hungry, and so you can eat the smaller portions. And this is what I found about that. The thing that I loved most about it was that it was quick, and the food, you heat it up, and that was a meal. Now, for me, my con, and this is really my only con with this meal plan, is that for me, I didn't think it was cost effective because I would have had to order a lot more meals. And my point is, their largest plan that they have is the 18 meal a week. Now remember, we're talking about eating these meals weekly. We're not talking you store them in your freezer and you can eat them on a monthly basis. Pull them out as you see fit. They want you to buy the plan as a weekly plan. And so the most expensive plan that I found was for 18 meals weekly, and it came up to $11 a meal, and that would be for $198 a week. That's a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. But the sale price, if you ordered the 18 meals when you first come in with your order, you would get the 18 meals a week at $9.61, which would make it sound as if you were saving something like maybe $20, because it's going to be $172.98. To me, that's a lot of money to spend. As the weeks continued and my 4 meals continued to come, and I also ordered drinks with it, but what I noticed was that the $60 every week, $60, $120, $180, 320, was it 220? I wasn't good in math. All right, but you know what I'm saying. The adding up, the 240. Thank you, Holy Ghost. The 240. It a week. That's monthly. We're in a pandemic, and this is my only con for me. I think it would be a great plan to have for someone who's single. I think it's a great plan for someone who, because it would be difficult to do for a family. You would literally have to be spending those 18 meals for a family in a week's in a month's time. You're talking $198 times 4, right? That's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's almost $800. That's a lot of money to spend now in a pandemic. And so this was one of the reasons why I canceled it, because I said, we're in a pandemic. And unfortunately, we don't know what's about to happen in America. We really just don't know, if we can just be honest. And so to spend this kind of money frivolously, for me, I didn't think it was sound judgment as someone who should be more mature and conscious of how I spend my coins. I didn't think this was sound judgment to spend this kind of money. And that's exactly what I told the lady when I canceled my subscription. I said, maybe at another time, but I don't think this is a wise investment for someone who has a family. And a family plan can be very expensive on Factor 75. Don't miss me. It's a wonderful plan, and it can work for someone who would be willing to invest that money. Someone who has that type of money that it wouldn't move them either way, if they spent it, if they lost it, whatever. It, like someone that's wealthy, it's not going to faze them. But normally they have their own personal chef preparing food for them anyway. So this is my only con for this. It was not cost effective to me. I said it was better for a single person or someone that's on the go, not a family. Even for me, with the 4 meals a day. The first time, my husband and he was excited as I was. We got the meal. We ate the first meal at lunchtime. We came back and we ate the second 2 sets of meals at dinner time. That was the 4 meals. So we literally ate the whole meals up in the 4 meals up in a day. So again, I just wanted to encourage you, if you're thinking about doing it, I don't think it's a bad deal. I think it's very I think it can be costly. That's basically what I'm saying. So I don't want to discourage you, and I'm not putting a bad mouth on Factor 75. Please don't receive it that way. That's not what I'm doing. What I want to encourage you to do, if you do want to try it, I'm going to give you the website that you can go on and you can order. You can speak with them and interact with them online. And the website is try.factor75.com. Try.factor75.com. Again, I thought they were very tasty. I just want to leave you with that thought. They're very tasty. They're very delicious. If you have that kind of cash, if you're rolling with those coins and you can do this, or you are maybe you're one of those essential workers, let me stop and tell you this. I thank God for you. I thank God for your sacrifice and your dedication to serve. I thank you because I know that you're going without seeing your family. I'm a retired police officer, and I know the sign of the time when you have to sacrifice and you don't see your family for days at end because you are sacrificing. We thank you. I want to say to you, this would be the perfect thing for you. At least you would be sure to get a meal. You would be sure to eat when you come in from those 17, 25, 30 hours a day work weeks, okay? Again, I want to encourage you that if this is a choice that you would make, just be conscious of the coins and how they can quickly add up, okay? And that's it. Oh, I wanted to ask you, because we were talking about, I was sharing with you in the kitchen, just briefly before I close out. I was sharing with you in the kitchen how when I took my first bite of my chicken, how I wouldn't talk, which is normal dining etiquette for those of us that do know that we're not supposed to talk with our mouth filled with food. We do know that, right? Okay, yes, you're really not supposed to do that. But I wanted to ask you, and I'm going to show you a picture of silverware. And I'm going, a plate setting. Well, I'm going to show you a picture of a plate. Let me ask you this. If I showed you this picture, it's actual plate. It's something that I would normally do when I would teach my millennials about dining etiquette. If I showed you this plate and the way the knife and the fork is positioned, would you know what this meant if you were sitting down dining with someone? Would you know what this dining position of your knife and fork meant as you were dining? Leave a comment in the comment section. Yes or no? Would I know? Would you know? Yes or no? Okay. And then I'm going to ask you this. Would you know what this one meant if you were dining and someone was sitting with you and they put on they set their position, that they positioned their cutlery to look like this on their plate? Would you understand what that meant? Do you think your server that's serving you at your dining table would know what this meant? He should. She should. If she's serving tables, she should. But a lot of them don't know. And so this is part of, I just wanted to share this with you because this is part of the dining etiquette class that I actually do. And I want to start doing segments regarding my dining class, my dining etiquette. I was a little taken back by it because nobody's really going out too much to dine, and I felt that maybe it was inappropriate to start talking about it. But I think that it's an important skill. I think that it's a thing that most people don't know. A lot of people don't know there's a certain way to enter at a table. A lot of people don't know there's a certain way to hold your silverware. A lot of people don't know when they come to a table and the table place setting is set. A lot of people don't know what each silverware piece represents and how to use it. I'm not being funny. I'm saying to you, a lot of people don't know. And so I want to come back on Thursdays and I want to start talking about the dining etiquette class that I normally would teach. And I would normally teach the millennials and the young people, Generation X, because a lot of them didn't know. And what I learned in the process of me starting to do the classes with the children was that some of the seniors didn't know. When my first opportunity to set up my class, I was setting up the tables so the children can come and sit, and a couple of senior women were sitting there and they asked, could they participate? And I said, sure. And they came and they sat, and I did the presentation with the children. And when it was over, I normally give the children, because you know, you always want to motivate and encourage children. When I taught DARE, that was one thing I learned, that we always gave them something to give them an incentive to want to do better. And so I would always give them a certificate of completion in their Dining Etiquette 101. And the mothers came over, the seniors, and they were like, where's our certificate? I said, really? Yes, we want us. I really did learn a lot. And so it helped me understand that, you know, a lot of times it's not intentionally done. And I don't profess to be the dining etiquette woman with all the knowledge, but I did grow up in a home where it was absolutely imperative that you learned how to sit at a table and eat with manners. And it does matter. It does matter when you go into different places and you're dining in different areas, different arenas, and you're going and meeting with these big business people and you're making your deals and moving and shaking, and you sit up there and you have your nubs up on the table or your elbow resting on the table while you hold the conversation. It's not it's not proper dining etiquette. And so I'm hoping, you let me know what you think, but I'm hoping that we'll have that opportunity to do that. Okay, I'm hoping so. Uh-oh. Yeah, I've been at it. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, that's it. So if all minds are clear, we're going to bring this session to a close, and I will see you Tuesday. I apologize about this past Tuesday. It was just one of those days. Every now and then they come, but I will be back on next Tuesday, I promise. And you remember that you can do all things through Christ that gives you strength, because great is He that is within us than anything that will ever come up against in the world. You remember that. And thank you for coming to my channel. And you be well. God bless you. I'll see you Tuesday.